Oh, hello, salutations. It's so good to see you again. It's been some time, not the most time, but it's still been quite a while. So, we're back, my dear fellas. And if you don't know me, my name is Miro, and I'm kind of like you. When you are totally insane little friend who does something totally uncalled for every single moment for boredom. Well, I said actually such a good way to describe myself. Okay, wow, anyway. So, as more times before, I'm just gonna talk to you whatever comes to up to my mind while I'm wondering because for some reason I just gonna talk without moving. Like whenever I pick up a call, go outside and just start walking. And whenever I talk to someone, then I move a lot, have a lot of body language, and I talk with my hands more than Italians. I'm a movement speaker, it seems, but having a bit of body language while you speak is rather of a good thing, I must say, because it makes your talking much more entertaining. I've always thought as well as well, and they're talking, they just don't move, they just like sit there, like just totally just like a wall, and while they speak, when you speak, please, my dear fellas, you speak with enthusiasm. I still can't speak today. But and your voice, please add a bit of more emotion to your voice, or speak faster or something if you don't feel up to speaking with emotion at that moment, because it's very boring when you use audio and you say some words and one thing is that you please actually say things that you have, don't just say something. It makes the convo you're having much more interesting. This summer I've been making a lot of weird noises. I noticed like ow or wah or wow or wow. I don't know why, but I suppose that it comes from the sun or somehow. I don't know. But what a tragic is that at the start of this summer, I've been amazing at trolling the air in so many different ways in French. I can make it in the very extreme stereotypical French way. I can do it like the actor do it. I can do it like more like a small secondum, as it is in many words in French. I mean, like in many French words, there is a letter that you say, but you say it in like a very 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 short time. It's like there, but it doesn't hold too much time on the on the board, but it still is there. You have to say like where is likely, and you have to learn to do that, or otherwise then people have no idea what you're saying, and you're so friends if you make one tiny little mistake on your wording, on your semantics. They're gonna brain like they have no idea of what you're saying, or in both they're gonna put you up to recording. Oh wow. But please do give me a bit of advice. What do you think about this little set of mine? I didn't cause it by myself, but my water wanted it somewhere and gave it to me like a year and a half ago, and I have been using it that much, but I don't know. It looks like something that I could wear, but it also does not. So I'm not worth it. But I also have that small a small blue hat. So I suppose that they gotta go quite well together. Oh wait, I actually did do that a year ago. A few times, yeah. But let's talk about something else than clothing. Let's talk about well, to not state usually kind of good topic to bring up and sort of ending English, but you know, it has now just been Trump says that Iran is on the verge of surrendering and giving up America their Strait of Hormuz, and Iran says that they will continue until Lebanon is set up on their own, and they will keep their Strait of Hormuz until the American Israel will of that. And then Trump says that he has met talks with Iran and they're on the verge of surrendering, and Iran says that they have not made talks with Trump and they're not on the verge of surrendering, neither on giving up the Strait. And then Trump says etc ad infinitum. Even Iraq looks better than whatever this is. Isn't their Independence Day soon? And then I don't remember, is it I think it's birthday. I may be confusing that with the current day, but once it is again I am not quite confident if it is this year or the next that they will do 250, but the sky isn't a good way, so on his birthday everything that he's in war is got against war, or that they wrong in what else did the nation war some time ago. But one thing that I've always got interesting about the States is that isn't there right to own a little murder machine, a little gun? Isn't it the Second Amendment? Like the fellows a conscience, they already knew that the second most important thing of a nation is that everyone should have a gun. That actually does explain quite a lot. But on another note, I know myself you that I've been reading a bit more past days because I walked to the city centrum quite a lot of time, and there is a little library, and I love being inside. It is quite well building, and it is a bit too modern and a bit too boring on the outside, but on the inside it's wow, I love it. I usually use pick something to read for like 10 pages, and then I put it back, and then I take something else. Like a hard tool. It's been a quite a while since I've been still reading. I haven't been reading that much for like a year or so. I don't know why I have been reading that much. I mean, it is a lot of books, a lot of ideas and visions of other dwellers, so of course I want to read that. But I've never been that into fictional books that are used there for entertainment, but I feel that is all used and all because I've never really been into used watching entertainment. I'm more into doing something myself that entertains not only myself but an entire audience. That is more my cup of tea. But everyone does themselves, it seems. And as a reminder, the best thing about summer, that what is at my villa, and that is that we have so many ducks. I hope why isn't there a breed of duck that can survive very easily in the coldest weathers? That would be amazing. Or perhaps there is one. I mean, it could be, but it won't be the most popular of the species, as I haven't ever read or heard about one. So most likely it does not exist, but there is a chance. So then if it does exist, then we could bring it to England, and there would always have duck, and then depression good for everybody. Yep, that is the yep, who needs a therapy when you have dogs? That is the cure to all depression. Though depression in itself is actually quite a tragic use. Just imagine not being able to feel any form of pleasure even in your life, but you still just have to keep on going. For you, the rest of your life can only feel the negative emotions. And the best you can, even on your best day, all you can feel is neutralism or emptiness. And what makes a calamity even more disturbing is that usually you care about what is wrong with someone's mental health once it is on its absolute extreme. When someone's brain is developing into something absolutely terrible, usually you do not care that much. You only care it when it is something that has totally wrong, and usually is something that is very hard to cope. But if you want to focus more on the current time when they are developing, or even better, making sure that no one will never ever develop. I believe that we might even save a bit from that, because people who are developing something are much easier to go, and that will save money that we give to therapies through taxpayer money. But that is a good thing. It's if we want not to that, then what will we even be in that case? But I must say that Russia is currently looking like it is starting to break, and with Russia I mean Putin. He has one of been starting to talk about how Ukraine drone strikes maybe a bit of a heartbreak to his nation. As you know, many people do not even have food in their nearest grocery store, especially in Crimea, and the oil price. If you think that because of Iran it is bad here, or just look at the price of oil in Russia, it's like wow, like we're here in Europe, we should be proud of our prices. So yeah, I think that I don't think that he will give up yet, but he's at least starting to recognize the fact that it's not exactly going well, and if it's gonna continue on, yeah, he's gonna lose more of his support. But his support is not even that granted. People have started to talk a lot about how Putin has brought him to the next 90s, even though the war reason that he's in power is because if Putin would lose power, then there would be a civil war in Russia, everyone would die, and we will have the next 90s. But no, Vladimir Putin is winning the next 90s, so yeah, it isn't going to wear for that guy. Oh, but he absolutely deserves it for what he did to my Alexei. No, man, don't leave him. If you haven't seen his amazing masterpiece that he's posted on his channel, I believe that there are any subtitles, so you should see some of them there. Whoa, so sad that he had to go through poison. That is why I'm a bit more careful with what I eat by playing in hand. For what? I rarely eat almonds because summer. I don't really fancy sunlight. It's not my top 10 best spices on my list, so I don't want to try it no more. Many people do not know this, but when I was young, like very young, I actually wanted to be a writer for animated movies and series, and I wanted to be in there with it. I kind of did lose it off as I got more passions, but I'm still a writer. I used to not write shows. I more of write my life, and it's a singular skill that I have. And it is much more because whatever I feel, it will hold on to me and touch me much more, and I care about it much more. And I must say that my skills in writing are quite so good, but because there are enough about my real life romances, they're quite no longer, and people no longer work out writing and more like planning or thinking or writing a speech like a skill, stuff like that. But I still do. I like my life like it's the other, which is quite ironic because I must tell you that I'm the most non-theater kid out there. Like I don't really watch too many musicals. Like a dear friend of mine did force me to watch Hanging last summer. And as musical, it was good, but I do get bored while watching it. But as I have told you already, I'm less of a watcher and more of an everything for myself. But sometimes I on top of making everything on skin of my life, more like I'm acting in a theater scheme. I actually have sang in momentums where most people won't use sort of my ideas or emotions or you to make a good scheme out of it. You know, I think that singing in your everyday life should be a standard. Like there are kids that love it, but it is one of those best forms of human communicating since again it shows more emotion than just talking if you do it well. Um, in fact, why won't we adding more music in general to the public? We can already do, but it is mainly used pop music and pop music. It is the simplest form of music and just hold that much emotion to it. As you make expect from me, I believe that we should play in every single public background as open hall, etc. Electro swing, as it is the upbeat music that you can play in the background that also makes you happy and it's just so upbeat and heart-touching. Then we can also play yachts, like that will be, it will make some places a bit more calm. And then suppose we also sometimes play a bit of pop or rock or even classical music, but electro swing is just the favorite form of music to play in the background, but still the status quo, the vanilla is pop music. But I suppose that I got sang that once already. Oh yeah. Anyway, what else should I not add? Oh, I did tell you about my speed reading periods, correct? Oh wait, even if what you're reading is more factual, native, and not fictional, most people do add in a bit of storytelling to their matter. It works to us humans, that is why they do it. So I've also been getting a lot of short stories from that, especially about different people. This world was acted in different ways and different interests and personalities, which makes you think what you are, because so many interests and wells of people living on this earth, which when you realize how can you as one of them is an interesting question. And most of the people have otherwise had interesting ways of vision towards this world. Like think of Nietzsche, the 𝑘𝒉𝒐𝒐𝒐𝒐 lost his brother, and that as he was young, but he still didn't become depressed. He didn't become quite insane, but he still he saw life as something where you should love. And if you don't know him, he's the guy who made the 𝑦𝑒𝑒𝑒𝑒𝑒𝑒𝑝 God is dead. If you still don't know him, then girls, you really so to learn a bit more about culture. And then there are the devil people of history who, I didn't read about him, but if I remember that there was an American who used to one and say this, that was me someone else, that the voice of his cities, what is a boy and radicals of one between Britain and the USA is because he was born on random Tuesday evening. Okay, that like I don't go that much into sadism, but I still do some kind type of things out of boredom or on the random Tuesday evening. So I will go to it, but there was also a bell from 𝑦𝒒𝑒𝑒𝑒𝑒𝑒𝑒𝑝. we went on the little voyage where everyone wanted some impossible things with her, which was also very good way. When in service was like that happens, she made some very good sport bikes with them. There was a lot of interesting things that she did, and then that got fellow who otherwise would have become a known to no man, had some value in history world, just having an interesting story well. So that is, I suppose that is the best way to get into history book. Just be insane and do a lot of statistic things and do something interesting. No matter what you will be remembered. Oh well, wait, does it mean that being insane is then a good thing? You know what? That is the best and the most perfect thing where I got everything of leaving you on a different. Yes, I'm gonna edit on that question. You're gonna have to sort it out all by yourself. No, but not really. I have a good day, my dears, and bien tot ℎ𝑚𝑦𝑠 until I'll make another one for you. Cheers.